All right, everybody. Hey, welcome back to the TSOD Show. Sorry I'm a little bit late, technical difficulties, whatever. But hey, appreciate everybody tuning in to the show tonight. Yes, we are going to be doing a giveaway. So we'll be doing a giveaway on the show. I'm not going to reveal what it is just yet. Just want to let you guys know it's some gear as well as some merch that we'll be giving away. Let me know how the audio is tonight. I was having some issues with it, but hopefully it's a little bit louder than it was for the last live stream. Appreciate everybody tuning in. We are streaming on multiple platforms, YouTube, Rumble, TikTok. We're on TikTok. So shout out to everybody out there spending their time with me, with us tonight. So basically how I kind of start off my shows is I'd like to do just a little bit of an update for you guys on like what's going on. Specifically California stuff, right? I cover a lot of California news. So I want to, be able to provide you guys with that before we get into the giveaway. I know a lot of you guys are here for the giveaway, so I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet. Okay. So I'll try not to make the updates too long, and we'll get into it here in about 20 minutes. I like to make the show very interactive, so I love to hear you guys' comments. So definitely let me know what you guys are thinking. I just released a video, CCW video, one I've been wanting to make for a long time because I've had a lot of people hit me up about the video, or about making a video. So that's what I wanted to do. I put it out there, and so far so good. A lot of people are tuning into it. There's a lot of questions when it comes to CCW stuff and, places you can and can't carry and all that good stuff. There's a lot to it. So appreciate everybody kind of tuning in. For all my folks out there on YouTube, again, let me know if you guys are having issues with the audio or video in any way. Appreciate one of subscribers there, Perps. Appreciate you tuning into the stream here, and everybody else that's on the other platforms. So let's get right into kind of some of the news updates I wanted to share with you guys today. Let me see if I can get everything set up. Okay, so one of the first things that I want to talk about here, and actually just kind of lost my little browser window. I'll bring it back up. AB 1263. So if you guys don't know, for my Cali folk, AB 1263 is a new law that went into effect as of January 1st. And I've gotten some firsthand updates on this. It's not fun. It's not pretty in any way for California. 2A folks, it's not. I've already tried to order some parts that I probably should have ordered a long time ago. And let's just be honest, the implementation of whatever verification checks that the law requires, a lot of the parts companies out there either just are not set up for it, or they just don't want to deal with it with all the California laws. So it's rough. I've tried to purchase things that are completely legal within the framework of the law. However, again, those companies that are in the state, outside of the state, most of them, they just don't have the system in place for the verification process, like the identification, the California ID for it to upload and that whole 9 yards. And they're just flat out saying like, look, there's nothing I can do. All right. We're not gonna ship to California, even with the all the steps that they have to take. Now, some companies out there, they're doing the legwork. They're getting, I think it's like checkpoint or something like that, verify, something along those lines, where they're able to go through and you somehow verify your ID in some way, shape, or form. I've yet to be able to do it, just because a lot of the companies that I'm looking for different parts for my platforms, they're just flat out like, hey, we'll ship to the other states. We just don't even want to deal with this California stuff. So it's rough out there, guys. It really is. So for all my folks out there on TikTok that are tuning in to the live stream, hey, you guys are tuning in via my phone, via the stream. So you're not going to be able to see all of the cool stuff on the screen here that everybody else is going to be able to see. So I apologize for that. At some point, I'll be able to sort of stream to TikTok in a better way, or whatever platform, video platform, streaming platform that I'm using. But right now, I'm just using my phone for all of my TikTok folks. For everybody else, you guys are going to be able to see all of the stuff that I'm showing. So I'm going to switch over here really quick. And this was a bulletin put out by CRPA, the California Rifle and Pistol Association. They do a lot of stuff for California in terms of 2A and defending the Second Amendment here in California. They file a lot of lawsuits and stuff for unconstitutional things. So, consider checking them out. California Rifle and Pistol Association. Shout out to what they do. So I'm just going to kind of go over some of the wave top items from the bulletin that they pushed out way back in November, right before this law went into effect as of January 1st. It talks about, so the key thing in here that really kind of spooks people, not really spooks, but it's very ambiguous in terms of what parts are actually able to be sold online to Californians and shipped into California. It talks about, you see right here on the screen, any attachment or device described in the subdivision, the penal code. All this stuff has been in place for a long time. All right. All these things listed here in bullet points, that has been the case in California for a hot minute. The thing that really shakes up or really kind of affects purchasing parts besides those is this little piece of wording here. If I can find it. Oh, here it is. All right. Section 4, any other device, tool, kit, part, or part set that is clearly designed, and they put in quotation, clearly designed and intended for use in manufacturing of firearms. Now, you could say that just about any part that goes into a firearm or pistol, whatever, could be used in the manufacturing of a firearm. And that could be a magazine release, a slide catch, just about anything, right? It could even mean sights too. It really just is up to interpretation. So that language is very, very vague. And that's why a lot of these part suppliers, manufacturers are just like, you know what, I'm just not going to touch it. Now, on top of that, AB 1263, you have to, verify your identity. And then there's also adult signature verification for anything that they ship as well. So it has to be signed for this. So there's a couple of different hoops and hurdles that they put in place with this law to make it harder for regular, 2A loving Californians to just get their parts and, live in peace. So it's rough. I've tried to get some stuff that, again, it's just simple things. Something as simple as, a magazine release or whatever, an extended one to make it, whatever. Some places you just can't find it. You're just not going to be able to get it. So that's AB 1263. It's gone into effect and it's been miserable. I mean, I would love to hear from you guys in the chat. Let me know if you tried to order something online for your firearm, right? A part, and that there's flat out just like, nope, sorry. We don't have the ability to verify all your information to comply with the law there. And we're looking into it. That's what I get from a lot of online suppliers. Hey, we're working it. I don't know if they are. Okay. So they may be just, giving me lip service, and they really don't have a plan to ever integrate and be able to supply parts back to California like we once had before this law went into effect. So it's rough. It's rough, guys. And I'm telling you, when you want to find some parts and they don't comply with that, with 1263, good luck trying to get it purchased and shipped into the state. All right. So that's 1263. It's in effect. Love to hear you guys' take on that. If you try to purchase anything recently and, they basically couldn't proceed in the checkout. What I want to cover next is another recent change to a California law, and this one affects open carry, right? I did a couple videos about open carry, and I did an update as well, just to kind of, keep you guys in the loop on that. So the open carry situation, should I call it a situation? I guess, yeah. The deal right now is that no, you cannot carry, even though it was deemed unconstitutional by the Ninth Circuit, the 3-judge panel. The state of California, the Attorney General has filed an en banc petition to rehear the case by the full 9-judge panel. So, and he basically put out a statement to all the law enforcement agencies in California, basically saying hey, we're gonna appeal this, but until then, the status quo, the situation remains the same. Don't issue any open carry permits until they get a final decision via this en banc petition that they're hearing, the rehearing, en banc rehearing. So who knows when that is going to go down? I think they had 21 days. I think both sides filed, filed for a rehearing on it. Again, I'm not gonna hold my breath that the Ninth Circuit's gonna be like, yep, we're gonna side with that 3-judge panel. We're gonna uphold it. Open carry. Now, oh, by the way, with open carry, it's not like California is not like a constitutional carry state. Hopefully, everybody knows that, right? So there's still a permitting process as per the law, just like with a concealed carry permit. California has this law where you need to apply for an open carry permit. So even if the Ninth Circuit comes down, I guarantee you there is going to, let's say the Ninth Circuit sides on behalf of Mark Beard, who's filed this case way back when, and it went into effect. There's still going to be a process to apply, just like with a CCW, for you then to be screened and then approved, right, for open carry permit. But there's still a permit or a license, permit, license. It's interchangeable, guys. So there's still going to be a process for that. It's not just going to be boom, they make the ruling and then you got a certain grace period for it to be implemented, and then all of a sudden you can start open carrying. There's a process for that, or a licensing process to go through that. So just wanted to kind of show you that. And here is the statement right here that the Attorney General for California pushed out to all law enforcement, basically telling them to pump the brakes on issuing any open carry licenses. So yeah, they're basically saying, hey, we're going to appeal, so don't issue any licenses. So that's the deal there. All right, guys. A couple other things I want to talk about. So we got a couple people tuning in from several different platforms. We got people tuned in on Twitch, some on Rumble, several people on YouTube. So again, appreciate you guys tuning in and subscribing to the channel. I cover 2A content primarily in California. A lot of the laws. We're going to talk about some new firearms. All right, that just made the DOJ, California DOJ approved roster. So you guys can look into those. We'll cover that here in a little bit. And I just do reviews on different things as well, just to try to keep people informed, because stuff is changing all the time. So that is the latest bulletin that was pushed out on the 7th, all right, January 7th. So a couple weeks back, basically saying, hey, hold off on any open carry licenses / permits. They've got to appeal this, and they probably think or have a good idea that the Ninth Circuit is going to side with them and put a hold or some sort of stay on this or overturn it. So we'll see. We shall see. Okay, what's up next? Oh, SB 2. All right, Senate Bill 2. So with the CCW video that I just put out, a lot of people had some questions about. One of the questions in particular was, can they or can they not carry in a bar, right? As the law was written before, You could not carry with your California CCW license / permit in a primary or in an establishment whose primary purpose was serving alcohol. So a straight up bar that, maybe they had some like bar food or something like that, but they were a bar. Now back before SB2 came into effect, you could carry at a restaurant whose primary purpose wasn't serving alcohol, such as whatever. Let's throw Applebee's or TGI Fridays or something like that, where they were a restaurant but they also served alcohol. Then technically you were good as per how the law was written. You could carry. All right. Now SB2, Senate Bill 2, it's the sensitive places law that California passed, but it was deemed unconstitutional via I wouldn't say it was deemed unconstitutional. It was what it was. There was an injunction placed on it for the constitutionality of that law. So you guys can take from it what you will. But basically they were like, you know what? We don't think this is constitutional. We're going to put an injunction on this on, I think, the majority of the places. And one of the best sort of breakdowns that I found for what is enjoined or not able to be enforced via the injunction or the lawsuit was, I'll switch over here for you guys right here. So this is the Shasta County Sheriff's Office, and they released sort of a statement and a YouTube video kind of detailing what occurred after this lawsuit was filed after Senate Bill 2 went into effect. So basically what Senate Bill 2 was going to do was basically bar you from, they call it the sensitive places or the vampire rule. It's going to bar you from hospitals, mental health facilities, nursing homes, medical offices, all this stuff, public transportation. So establishments where intoxicating liquor is sold for consumption on the premises. So that one's a new one that would basically make any sort of restaurant or anything like that that served alcohol, you wouldn't be able to carry there if Senate Bill 2 was allowed to go into full effect. All right. Public gatherings, special events, playgrounds, private use centers, which, I mean, right now as it is, I think schools, you definitely can't carry in and around a certain distance. Parks, athletic facilities, Department of Parks and Recreation, casinos, gambling establishments, stadiums, public libraries, amusement parks, zoos and museums, churches, synagogues, mosques, financial institution, banks, any other privately owned commercial establishment that is open to the public. So that's where that kind of that vampire term came. It's like basically wherever the sun doesn't shine, you couldn't carry there unless they explicitly put like a sign saying that you can carry in this location. And just like I covered pretty recently on the Wolford versus Lopez case out there in Hawaii, it basically touched on the same exact thing. It was the vampire law, vampire rule. Hawaii wanted to do the same exact thing, and that went all the way up to SCOTUS, the Supreme Court. They heard the case. They're going to give their opinion on that here sometime by this summer, all right, before they get out of session. So when that ruling comes down from the Supreme Court, that is directly going to affect Senate Bill 2, right? If the Supreme Court says that, Hawaii's or the Wolford versus Lopez, Hawaii's law is unconstitutional, which most likely they will, this would pretty much gut Senate Bill 2 for the most part, right? Like, let's be honest, they're like almost an exact copy. So this is a good site here that kind of wraps up what Senate Bill 2 would have done. And with the injunction that went into effect, kind of blocked Senate Bill 2 from enforcing or barring or prohibiting CCW, California CCW license holders from carrying at these locations. So if you want to go look it up, you head on over to the Shasta County Sheriff's Department's website and you can search up on it there. So I'll switch back over. Hopefully you guys are still with me. We're working through it. I got like 2 or 3 more topics to cover, and then we're going to get into the giveaway. You're going to have to be watching at the end of the stream here in about 10 minutes or less. Whoever is watching the stream, they have to be a subscriber. And then we are going to do a little giveaway of 2 items. I've got 2 items to give away on the stream today. So hopefully you're sticking around. You just, put in some headphones, listen to me in the background until we get to the giveaway portion. And then you guys will hopefully win something, right? If there's only 2 people in the live stream, hey, 2 people win. If there's only 1 person in there and 1 person is going to get both items, I'm giving away 2 things today. So if there's only 2 people watching the stream, 2 people, both of them will win. But if there's more than that, then may the lucky people win. All right. So talked about Senate Bill 2. Let's talk a little bit about some new firearms that just got added to the California DOJ roster. Okay. For all my Staccato folks, yes, Staccato released a new pistol. It's called the C4X. I think they just dropped this at SHOT Show. And it is on the California roster. It's coming to California. I think they just have to actually get it into the dealers. So let's switch on over here so you guys can kind of take a look at it. So this is what the C4X looks like. And it's a pretty good looking pistol there. Staccato makes some really good. I love Staccato. I don't own a Staccato. I want a Staccato XE. But the HD, the P4, now the C4X, I mean, yeah, it's sexy looking pistol there. So I think it's going to have a 4-inch, I don't know if it's 4.5 or 4.2 inch barrel there, but that, the C4X just got added to the roster. So you can expect to see some dealers start to get that in here pretty soon. Also Smith & Wesson. Smith & Wesson released the Shield X. So this one's optic ready. So the Shield X just made the roster as well. So we're all my Smith & Wesson folks there. We'll get this out of the way. Yeah, I mean, I like the Shield. I like the Shield version. So this one's it's going to be cut for micro red dot. So 507K Shield RMSC sort of footprint for the optic. And it's a good looking gun. Hopefully the trigger is good, nice and crisp. Supposedly, from what they say, it shoots flatter, but for all my Smith & Wesson folks, M&P 2.0 shoots really great. I've shot it. It's really good for the price. So who knows what the Shield X is going to do. But yeah, the Shield X just got added to the roster. So what else? So CCW updates. Again, I just released a video about the California CCW process. It's not that crazy, right? It's not that hard for most people. It's a 5-step process that I came up with. It basically starts out with knowing what the requirements are, where you need to go to find the information, to include like what does the application require, what are the application requirements, which I plan on doing an update video here pretty soon on just focusing on the application process of it. The California Bureau of Firearms 4012, that's the form. I'm going to go very, very in-depth, into detail into what every single bullet point or number there is on the application. So definitely subscribe because I'll be doing a video on that very soon. But yeah, so knowing what the requirements are from there, submitting the application, all the required information that they need. Then you got the background/interview process. Then you got, once you're approved to move forward in that, then you've got the training part of it, 16-hour CCW class for the initial and an 8-hour for renewal. Go watch the video. It's basically titled like how to get your California CCW permit. You'll see there, and it's pretty comprehensive. In the description box, I've got links to a lot of this, SoCal, Southern California, sheriff's offices where you can get right to their CCW page, so you can find out that information, as well as some other good CCW information from other sources. So go check it out, watch the video, and if you're eligible, start your CCW process if you like. So that's CCW. Oh, so one big one thing that's coming up is as of April 1st, and I'll switch over and I'll show you guys this. As of April 1st, there's going to be a price increase on ammo, right? Anywhere from 2 to 10%. So this bulletin was pushed out to a lot of the FFLs and a lot of the ammunition suppliers out there, manufacturers. There, as of April 1st, there's going to be a 2 to 10% increase. So ammo is not getting cheaper; it's getting more expensive. And in summary, this is basically occurring because, basically supplies, right? It says right there, you can see on the screen, rising costs due to raw materials, including copper, lead, zinc, antimony, and propellants. So they're feeling the heat and they had to make this price increase. It's just stuff's getting more and more expensive. So, if you need ammo, you maybe want to get that before April 1st of this year because the prices are going up. Okay. All right. So I think that's it for a lot of the updates that I have. What do you guys have? You guys have anything that you want to share? One of the things, Virginia, right? Virginia, the state of Virginia got some new leadership in there and they are absolutely like turning things around. So we're talking like Virginia is going to basically be like California here sometime this year, right? 10-round magazines, assault weapon ban, $500 suppressor tax. It's coming to Virginia and everything else. So good luck to all my Virginians out there, people that move from other states to Virginia. It's going to be as bad or worse than California in terms of the Second Amendment and gun laws. So we'll see how that goes. All right. So let's see here. Who do we have tuning in? So before we get into the giveaway, for everybody that's tuning in on these different platforms, head on over to YouTube, to TSOD, my channel. Jump on there right now. So if you're tuning in via Twitch or Kick or Rumble or wherever, head on over to YouTube. So that way I can sort of pull in your information so you could be entered to win this giveaway. So give me a second here. Let me try to get things set up. I'll try my best to figure everything out. Let's see here. Now, I don't know if I can pull in a live video. I might have to manually do this in terms of pulling everybody, whoever's watching right now. I need a better way to pull in some of the lives. Yeah, I might not be able to do it. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Let's see here. Let's see if we can do it like this. If you're watching the video right now, let's see how many people we got watching. So everybody head on over to YouTube so you guys can get entered to win this free gear and merch that I am giving away here. We're going to wrap the stream up right after this. Just need to figure out what the best way to do this. Now, I know some of you guys went to the January giveaway video and you guys commented there. But again, in order to, so here's the rules of the giveaway. One, you got to be 18 years or older. I'm not doing there's no sort of, everything I'm giving away is stuff that somebody under 18 could buy, right? So nothing crazy is being given away in this. However, just for liability's sake, 18 or older for the giveaway. And then you've got to live in the United States, right? I'm not going to do any international shipping. It's just way too expensive and customs and all that stuff. So those are kind of the deals. And then you've got to be a subscriber right? You got to be a subscriber, and you got to be watching the live stream to enter the win. So let me see here. Let me see what the best way to do this. If you're watching the stream right now, I want you to comment with whatever, something. Yo, I'm here, sign me up, giveaway. And then I'm going to manually type you in, and then you're going to see on the screen live. All right, you're going to see it live. The wheel spin, and then we'll go through the giveaway there. So let's take the next like 2 or 3 minutes to just get that set up. So post up if you're still watching the video. Everyone that posts from here on out will be entered to win the giveaway. And again, you got to be a subscriber, right? So let's do that. For everybody that's tuned in right now, just go ahead and type something in the comment box on YouTube, right? It's got to be on YouTube. And we'll start the live stream, or excuse me, we'll start the giveaway. All right, so Knives, he is one of the entries. I'm going to go ahead and type your name in right now. Knives, appreciate you watching the stream, man. I hope you like the content, the information that I'm putting out there. I don't do the live streams. Okay, we got Rocco. Rocco's in here. He's entering the win. All right, cool. So we got a couple people. So let's take the next like 2-3 minutes. Again, if you're watching the live stream, post something in the comment of the live stream, and you're going to be entered to win. Set a little timer here. Put on some tunes in the background, and let me get the wheel set up here. Okay, Gator's in here too, so he wants to win this thing. I think Gator's gonna win. So one of the things here. So here's the deal, guys. This is what you guys are. This is prize number 1. All right, I'm giving away Olight Balder S. All right, this is a light. Right here, everybody hopefully knows what type of light this is and what this goes on. Okay, this thing is pretty darn bright here. Damn it. All right, it's bright, guys. So I'm giving this away. This is probably about, I don't know, $100. I'm gonna have more sponsors providing stuff for me to give away during these news live streams. So I got more and more sponsors. Stay tuned. I'm in talks with a few. And we're going to be giving away a bunch of stuff here. So, but yeah, the Balder S, this is a light that you guys could use and install here. Actually did a review on this one. Oh man, we got a couple people in here. So Chris, appreciate you tuning in. So this is what the first prize is, right? Second prize is merch, TSOD hat. Okay. I'm going to ship this to you. All right. Free of charge, nothing out of pocket. I'm going to ship both of these items. All right. What's up, Chris? Appreciate you tuning in, man. Actually, let me switch over to, the actual live stream chat. Oh, it's right here. I think it's right here. Give me a second, guys. I'm trying to figure this out. Let's see. Video. Okay, I think we're up here now. All right, so the chat is up on the screen. Appreciate everybody tuning in. I'm gonna start typing in. Everybody's name who is in the chat right now. You guys will see this live on the screen, and we are going to be doing this giveaway. We're going to wrap things up here. Let's see here. Where did I put that? Where's the spinny wheel at? Spinny wheel, where are you? Where is that thing? It's not right there. I don't know where it is, guys. I know it was here. I gotta put everybody's name in. I gotta figure out a better way to do this. I'll do it for the next one for sure. Okay. Let me know if the tunes are too loud or if they're too low, whatever. Okay, we got a couple people tuned in from Rumble. I think I'm just going to do this on Wheel of Names instead of this other site. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do it on Wheel of Names because it's only about 10 people tuning in for this one. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to manually add in everyone's name. Okay, so who do we have here on the screen? I'm going to put this up here so I can see it and get you guys typed in. Okay, so starting from here, we got I Need Knives. Who else we got? We've got Rocco in the building. I'm gonna switch over. All right, I think that's better. Okay, there we go. All right, we got Rocco. Who else do we have in here? E-Gator's in here. E-Gator, one CKZ. We got, who else? Chris, GTA. Who else is watching besides that? Chris, GTA. So right now we've got four. We got 4 people entered to win the giveaway. Like I said, we're giving away a light. All right. For those that are on TikTok or other platforms, head on over to YouTube right now. You got about, I'm going to give it like 1 more minute. All you got to do is post a comment. All right. Post a comment and we're going to be spinning the wheel for this guy right here first. All right. We're giving this thing away, the Olight Balder S. So right now we've got 4 people entered to win. We've got 25% chances. It's 25% chance that someone is going to win this here in a few seconds or in a minute or two. Then after that, we're going to spin the wheel again and I'm sending somebody a TSOD hat. All right. So I'm going to give them 1 more minute. If you're watching the stream on YouTube, go ahead and comment and that's going to be your entry. Okay. Appreciate that, Rocco. Appreciate the heads up. You guys got any questions before we get into the giveaway? Anything 2A related, California stuff? Appreciate you guys subscribing. All right. Trust me, the light does look good on the 19. All right. I think on the video that I did, all right, Olight sent me this to do a review. My G19, I used it to demo this. So if you watch the video, it fits perfectly on a 19 or any sort of compact. Yeah, it fits really good, and it'll definitely look good on a 19. Trust me, I know. All right. All right. So got about 30 seconds. We are closing out the entries. All right. Just like I said on the video that I pushed out, you got to be watching the stream to be able to enter to win, and you got to be a subscriber. So you got 30 seconds to post in a comment or it's done. It's locked out, and we've got four people entered to win right now, as you see on the screen, and we're going to spin. All right. Okay. We're going to do a 10-second countdown. No more entries. Man, those dudes are like, please, nobody say anything. Nobody else enter. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right. Entries are cut off. Okay, guys. So we are going to get ready right now to spin the wheel. Okay. So this is what one of the 4 of you will win this here in a matter of seconds. Okay, so it's a Balder S light here, 800 lumens, 130 meter throw. Okay, let's do it. Let's spin the wheel. You guys ready? Let's do it. All right. Whoa. All right, you guys see it right there, Chris GTA. Hey, you won the light. All right, we got one more giveaway to give out. Chris GTA, you won, man. Hey, go ahead, do me a favor, shoot me an email. All right, I'm gonna put it up here on the screen. Team@tsodshop.com. I'll actually put it in the chat and write it down. Shoot me your information. Send me a screenshot of your subscription as a subscriber, and I will mail that out to you this week. Okay. Give me a second here. Let me put my email. Make sure you copy it down. If not, you can find it on YouTube under the channel description. Okay. So my other three guys, Chris, all right. Unfortunately, you are out of entries. You already won the light. So my other three guys, you guys are fighting for this next giveaway. All right, so there is my contact info, my email. I'm going to set this off to the side. Chris, send me your information. Send me a screenshot of your subscription on YouTube, and then your shipping info. It's got to be in the US, in the United States. All right. All right, so this is what's up next. Actually, you're going to be getting the updated version for my other three guys here that are tuned in. I'm going to go ahead and remove him from the runnings right there. So we've got the other three in here. You guys are going to get the updated version with TSOD under here. I'm going to ship this out to you this week. All right, so we got I Need Knives, Rocco, and E-Gator. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel. All right. Okay, there you have it. I Need Knives. You won, brother. Congratulations. All right. So kudos to you. I'll be sending you one of these again, just like with Chris. My contact info's there. Team@tsodshop.com is my email. Send me a screenshot of your subscription on YouTube and your mailing information, and I will send you one of these hats this week. All right. So, hey guys, appreciate you guys tuning into the show. I'm going to try to do these at least once a week. I'm going to have more merch and gear to give away. All right. I got a bunch of sponsors lined up to give out some good stuff to you guys for checking out the channel. All right. So congratulations to Knives and Chris. Again, hit me up. I'll be in contact with you guys, and yeah, stay tuned for more videos, more California-based 2A content, and more live streams and giveaways. So that's all I got for you guys. Appreciate you. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. All right. Peace.